Holy crap, dude. This whole thing that's happening with the Game Awards and Neil Druckmann and Ghost of Tsushima is having me in stitches. I was laughing my ass off of everything. The results, his tweets, Neil Druckmann's tweets, people's outrage that The Last of Us 2 lost. I was in stitches. Oh my god, I was dying. Because I was done with the whole Last of Us topic, right? Because I was like, you know what, fuck this game. I'm pretty sure I said I'm not buying a Naughty Dog game ever again. I'm pretty sure I said that after the state that The Last of Us 2 was released. And it was just like the story that they decided to go with. And it's just like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. And then Neil Druckmann's attitude towards everything, I was like, I'm done. So I kept, I just kept out of the whole thing. I didn't keep up with it or anything. And my YouTube was just popping up with this whole thing about the Game Awards and Neil Druckmann. And here's the thing. I legit didn't know that the Game Awards was still a thing. I didn't even know that's happening right now. I mean, not right now, but I didn't know it's in the process of happening. Cause that's how much I really don't give a shit about the Game Awards. But this whole thing is cracking me up, man. Look, as you can see, Ghost of Tsushima, the fans chose you, picked you as player's voice for the Game Awards. Congratulations, player's voice winner, Ghost of Tsushima. Obviously, because if you played the game, you would know why. Because it's a fucking phenomenal game. But when I find out about this, then it's like I'm going through the story backwards, because that's how I experienced it backwards. Because this all started with Neil Druckmann's tweet, right? And I'm going to see if I'm going to try and find it. Okay, this isn't the tweet. This is the second tweet. The first tweet he made, he deleted it, which I then found because someone below posted it. And because I don't use Twitter. And basically he says, my tweet was meant as a joke, trolls, but it was just added fuel to the fire. And it made it seem that I'm against criticism. I should be better than that. Taking it down, my bad. So I was confused because as I was reading it back, I was like, oh crap, what did he tweet now? And I was just like, he probably just talks shit about people who criticize his game or something. I was like, it's probably that. But then I found it because someone posted on the bottom and I was right. This was his tweet. Because there's Jeff Keighley's tweet. This is it, the final round for the Game Awards. So people have to vote to pick a winner, basically. And Last of Us Part 2 goes to Tsushima, Hades, Doom Eternal, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which I have not played because I don't have PS5. But and then he thought he was That's what kills me. He thought that this was a good idea to tweet. Last of Us fans activate. As a bonus for every vote you cast for Last of Us Part 2, a hater loses his cap lock. Look. If you're one of those people, right, that believes what Neil Druckmann says, like this was meant to be a joke, my tweet was meant to be a joke. If you read that and you actually believe him that he tweeted this out as a joke, then you are naive as fuck. You really are naive as fuck if you believe this. If you're a Last of Us fan and you know the history of what happened to Last of Us Part 2 and the reception it received, and he tweets this out and you thought it was a joke, hey, it's meant to be as a joke. It didn't mean what you say. It made it seem like I'm against criticism. If you actually believe him, then I'm sorry, you're naive as fuck. The Last of Us Part 2, a hater loses his cap lock. He aimed this directly at people who criticize the game. Not just trolling, but legit criticism of the game. If you thought that he took it down because, hey, I meant as a joke, but people took it down. If you actually believe him, you're naive. You're absolutely naive. Or deep down you know what he meant when he sent this out, but you just wanted to defend him because you like The Last of Us Part 2. But honestly, that was a really, really, really stupid thing he tweeted out. I don't believe him for a second when he says, oh, this was meant to be a joke. No, this was towards anyone who criticized The Last of Us Part 2. I guarantee you, the reason why he tweeted this out was because of this. Because of this. because he wanted to save face. Because there's no way. There has to be a reason. There's no way you would tweet this. Look. Even if you like The Last of Us Part 2, okay? Even if you think that it's the greatest game ever made, you cannot deny that The Last of Us Part 2 broke the fan base. You cannot deny this. You cannot deny this. It literally broke the fan base because the story that they told, it was the most... It was weird. It's like... It was... It was like Neil was like, hey, how can I take these characters, these beloved characters... Not just evolve them. Let me just take these blood characters and then bring them down and break them. And that's the story. That's the story he went out. Because I remember him saying Last of Us Part 1 is about love, Part 2 is about hate. And I'm pretty sure I make this argument. You could tell a story about hate without literally breaking every single beloved character there. And it made it seem pointless. When people play the game, it made it seem pointless. Like, why? Why am I playing this? It was a waste of fucking time. And it literally broke the fan base. It did. And people fucking, like me included, I fucking hated the game. Hated this game. And I hated the story of this game, I should say. I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. I'm just talking about strictly story. Because you're allowed to talk about the story. And it's just... Man, that was... I don't even want to think about that. But his tweet where he just says, hey, look, I'm just taking it down because people made it. People seem to think I can't stand criticism. Well, first off, you can't stand criticism because you... Let's not... People didn't forget how you copy strike their channels when they criticize the game. People didn't forget that. But the thing that kills me, the thing that made me laugh so much is not only his tweet and the backlash to his tweet, but... having Ghost of Tsushima winning is just the outrage out of it. The people, like, let me see if I can find some. Like, I don't even care. Yeah, look. The Last of Us 2 got robbed by all the salty hackers. What happens if I click that? And look, the guy literally repeated what he said. And he put this... This is what I wanted to talk about because this is fucking hilarious and this is accurate. I'm sorry, this is accurate. Oh my god! Because I was just reading most of these and it just killed me, man. I was dead. What the fuck? Yeah, I agree with that. It's really sad for Sucker Punch to know that their game won just because people didn't want Last of Us season. No, actually, yeah, I agree. Actually, people really do love Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, this is the thing. They keep the people who are very angry about this outcome. They have this idea that the reason why Last of Us Part 2 lost solely because they didn't want it to win. Look, I forgot who said it, but two truths can exist at the same time. Ghost of Tsushima is a fucking good game, gameplay-wise and story-wise. Obviously, I can't comment on the gameplay of Last of Us Part 2. Obviously, I can't comment on that. Only the story. But having played Ghost of Tsushima, it's fucking phenomenal. But the story, holy shit, the story. Like, playing this game, I had numerous goosebumps. It just gave me feelings like I played like twice. I'm going back to play the third time because I'm going to activate the black and white mode. But it's a fucking phenomenal game. And if you're gonna sit here and say that people voted for this solely because they want Last of Us 2, you're just lying to yourself. I'm sorry, you're just lying to yourself if you actually believe it. Yeah, people really do like Ghost of Tsushima. Still not enough votes to be Last of Us Part 2. It won. It won, exactly. Like if you lost, this guy just lost his whole reasoning. And he shows the picture of this, and he's like crying. Oh my god. Oh, this whole thing's hilarious. But I mean, Neil, that was stupid. I mean, and even he knows this. This is what confused me. He knows this. He knows full well that the story he told, and he put it into game and it was released, it broke the fan base. He knows. He knows it. He knows exactly why people hate it. But then he just writes stuff like this. It's insane. I would understand, right, if Last of Us Part 2, right, if it's every game that everyone imagined it would be, right? If it's like a vast majority of people loved it and a small minority of people hated it, then that joke would work. If it is a joke, which I don't think it is, but that tweet would work. But the state The Last of Us Part 2 was in, that it literally told a story where it literally broke every single major character in it, and it made people think that they wasted their time playing it. Having that experience and he tweeted that out, that was fucking dumb. That was absolutely dumb. And what blows my mind is that I read somewhere he's now the co-president of Naughty Dog. I'm just like, what? After everything he's at, I'm like, all right. I mean, I don't care about the company or the game anymore. I moved on, but him, after everything that's happened, like, after everything, as in, like, vast amount of people leaving Naughty Dog. I forgot how many percent, and then the reception the Part 2 had, and he got promoted. Hey, look. If that's the direction they want to go, fine. Go in that direction. I'm just not part of it anymore. Unfortunately, because I really truly loved The Last of Us. I need to stop calling it Part 1, the original Last of Us. I really fucking enjoyed that game. It was like a masterpiece to me. Like it was dark. That's the thing. It was dark. Like the game was dark. Some parts were even depressing, but it balanced out. It was like it had great story and it was going somewhere. Where in Part 2, it literally just destroyed every character, Ellie included. She's now alone, missing a finger. She can't play the guitar. Joe's dead. Tommy's broken. It's just, why? Holy shit. Oh my god! But the salt was fun. I'm gonna keep reading more of these because it's fucking hilarious, dude. It really is.